Hello guys, welcome back again. So this is another look, another kind of analysis, kind of a second look with a company called your DNA Portal. So basically what this is you get your DNA raw data from any site, you upload it here, and then it does the analysis for you. So this is kind of like a second opinion. If you do your DNA with, let's say, my heritage, I did with my heritage, I get the raw data. There is an option to download the data and then upload that data into another DNA testing portal. And what they do is you run this and then it gives you the results. So they have their own model, a little bit different because kind of a grouping or the way they categorize these results and groups of people is a little bit different. But in the end, it just gives you a snapshot of your DNA basically. So this is my results. 46%, so 45.9% Northeast African, and these are the Horn of African countries. You have Somalia, Ethiopia, Djibouti, Eritrea, and I don't know if Sudan is included, I'll double check, but these are the main countries there. And then you have 34.7% Sub-Saharan African, which I assume this is Bantu. So again, Bantu is a group of people that is very, very commonly found in Sub-Saharan Africa, all the way to South Africa. South Africa, Zimbabwe, Zambia, Malawi, Angola, some parts of Angola, Mozambique, Rwanda, Burundi, Uganda, Tanzania, Kenya, Botswana, Namibia. So these are the main groups here. And then you have East Mediterranean. East Mediterranean, these are Arab countries, including Egypt, I believe. And then you have the Red Sea. So Red Sea is specifically just a few countries according to this analysis. So you have Egypt, you have Sudan, and you have Eritrea. So 3 countries: Egypt, Sudan, and Eritrea. You can probably put in Djibouti as well, or a part of Somalia, but when I check with this site, the only countries that are listed as Red Sea is Egypt, Sudan, and Eritrea. So basically this is me again, the ancestors and intermarriages and intermixing and migrations. I don't know how far we can go, but this is what it is. Hello guys, so MyHeritage just sent me an update of my DNA. So remember that I had done my DNA almost a year ago, and every now and then, every few months, they run an update. So an update is basically when they have more people doing DNA tests, they kind of have like enough samples to do the proper estimates. So numbers change and percentages change as a result, because the more people they have in the database, I think the more accurate they become. So I just got my updated test results here, and you can see 76.3% East African, and then 17%, 17.8% Ethiopian and Eritrean, and then 1.8% West African, and then 4.1% Egyptian. And this is where the map, so you can see I have from the north, I have Egyptian, and then I have in the west, I have Mali, or Mali, Senegal, Mauritania. This is kind of like Northwest Africa. And then I have the East Africa, which is Rwanda, Uganda, Kenya, Tanzania, and Burundi. So basically this is an update that these guys just made. I don't remember exactly the numbers that I had before, but this is an update they just sent me, and I think the numbers didn't change that much, but I have now more East African than I did before, because I had some North African before and it's all gone, and I had some Nigerian also, it's all gone, and I had some, I believe, Jewish, it's all gone. I had some Native American, it's all gone. So, and I didn't have Egypt, but I had North African, which was 17%, I think, before. Now it's, I think, this Northwest African, maybe West African, almost 2% plus Egypt. So you can see mostly East African, 76% is the biggest number, a very, very, very huge number. So, and you can see the map, that's where my ancestors have been, or the branching out of my ancestors, as I can say. Probably we started off from the East African and then migrated all the north, or maybe the opposite way. I don't know. I don't know the origin and the end. All I know is I found myself in Rwanda, so I don't know how this happens, but if you look at the traces of the first humans were in East Africa, so I'm assuming that's where everything started, and then people started to branch out in the north, going to Ethiopia and Egypt, and then end up in West Africa as well. And that's kind of my own estimate, but the DNA is DNA. It's really as is. So what do you guys think? Because these numbers keep changing. And I know some of you mentioned to me that there is better DNA tests than MyHeritage, because MyHeritage doesn't give you really accurate estimates of the numbers here, I believe. So I don't even know. Some people suggested 23andMe, something like that, which I've never used. But I also think this really gives me some sort of like idea where I come from. Of course, I know where I come from, but it just gives me a snapshot of my ancestors and my ancestry, the movements, the migrations. So it's really cool to see, you know, all these locations, different ethnicities, a lot of ethnicities and different groups, different religions, different beliefs, but it's so crazy, to be honest.